Welcome to another fantastic edition of 360 Sport. This is one-stop station where you could get all you need to know in the world of sport. And it's been several moments in the past with us as we bring you all what you need to know in the world of sport. My name is Mudashiru Shitu, and I'm your host. And if next few minutes we'll be looking at what you probably be discussing at home, what you probably be having is an answer to so many questions that come across your mind that you probably be wondering, why is this like this in Nigerian football? Why is it like this in Nigerian basketball? This is where you need to know why some things go on like this. And for more informative, as regards to story trending, this is the exact place, 360 Sports, you need to get that. And as usual on the program, I'm not doing this alone. I have a colleague, a good friend of mine, who's well known within the sporting industry. I'm talking about Cosmos Chukwuemeka. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's good to be here. And of course, let's talk sports.
Yeah, let's talk sport, because I think you're always just known about sport. Away from that, is there anything you do much
Yeah, certainly.
better than sport? Better than sport.
Better than talking sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some things. Of course, I
Okay,
think.
there's some things. I won't be happy to hear there's some things. I
Yeah,
was only thinking you say just sport.
There's a thing. There are some things that I can do alongside sports.
Okay, alongside sport.
It's just, but of course, talking sport is
Is
what pays some of the bills. Some, not all. So it's good to be here.
It's good to be here. It's just some weeks ago, we want to look at they call them 12 fantastic players that the coach of the Tigers had just invited for the World Cup qualifiers. Our crew was live in the first phase of the qualifiers, and the second phase will be coming in September. And we have invited some players to these qualifiers. What's your opinion about these players that he has invited? Because we know on the group stage, we are on top of the group in that particular first phase. What should we be looking at with the inclusion of these 12 fantastic players that the coach has invited?
Well, there's no time to start trying players. There's no time to try out, invite lots of players and, of course, try them out. And, of course, that is why he decided, to, invite what the Nigerian Basketball Federation, in their own knowledge, called the 12 fantastic players. Of course, the experience is there. And some of the players there were part of the team that won the Afro Basketball Championship in Tunisia in 2015. And, of course, you have the likes of Alfaro Camino, who is making a return to the team, which has put bed to the talks of the fact that he's probably loyal to the former board of the Nigerian Basketball Federation and not loyal to this board. He's back, plays in the NBA, alongside his brother. Of course, some other players are there as well. Now, these are players that have had experience. Some of them have played in the Olympics. I think 2 of them were in the last Olympics as well. And, there's some other ones as well that are there too. Of course, you're not going to see the young chaps that were there and the last time when they played the second phase of the qualifier in Lagos, the likes of the Jordan Owura and all that, because of the schedule of their season. And that's something that the Federation of International Basketball Association need to work on scheduling for club basketball and, of course, international duties.
How good are we to go as regards to the 12? Do you see us qualifying?
Well, they're very experienced, but some of them are coming back to the team for the first time. Some of them are playing for the first time under Coach Alex Iwora. It's really going to be good to see how this will work. But then the Nigeria Basketball Federation, the board, have shown that, they've made some very spot-on decisions, even when those decisions, before then, before time, usually criticized. But it seems as if they've made some very spot-on decisions, inviting these people that they call the 12 fantastic players to, be there. As I said, experience is there. Experience is there. And, of course, these are players that can shoot very well. They can guard very well. These are players that can actually drive in and, put the ball into the basket. So, in the court, it's going to be a very difficult one. And maybe the essence of inviting the experienced players that have made their mark basically is because of the fact that you're going to be playing against some of the toughest African opponents. Senegal is going to be in the mix as well.
You talk so sweet as regards to this, but are we going to see ourselves at the World Cup in a nutshell before we look at other issues?
I think so. I think Nigeria will be able to do the needful. I mean, good thing is that it's going to be in Lagos, and you know, the home fans, everybody being here is an added advantage. Trust me on that one. So yes, the home advantage mixed with the fact that if the players can be able to, you know, put things together and make the basket when they need to make the basket, and the techniques and the tactics of the coach, who we know that is very tactical, I feel that Nigeria should be among those that will be in the World Cup next year.
That's Cosmos Chukwuemeka talking so sweet as regards to the players that have invited for the World Cup qualifiers, the phase 2 that sit at the same state, the same venue, the indoor sport hall of the National Stadium. Still on basketball, just yesterday, after the Tigers were training and in the quest to give us glory in the FIBA Women World Cup that is going to take place soon, and we look at the very fact that Spain will be the host nation. It seems everything is in the right direction, and also with the appointment of Otis Ogle, who is the coach of the Tigers. Let's take away issues from the fact that Otis has replaced Vincent Sam Vincent. Let's look at the training and what's going on with the new coach. What should we be expecting in Spain?
Well, hopefully they'll be able to do well in Spain. Hopefully Nigeria will not make up the numbers, but they will be able to make an impact. Of course, new coach, thank God that all of the issues have been reserved. Otis Hughley has experience when it comes to this level. I mean, he has coached basketball, albeit as an assistant coach.
To a very good club.
To a very, I mean the Golden State Warriors. He knows his onions, at least to an extent. So he's been tried, you know, it's been tested. Maybe not in the national team setup, but then you could say that yes, they can be able to do the needful with the girls, and they have had their first phase of training in Atlanta, the United States of America, and they're back to Nigeria for the second phase of training, and they've commenced training already. The girls are raring to go, and we hope that when they get to Spain next year, it will be, you know, good for them. The president of the Nigeria Basketball Federation, engineer Musa Kida, has said that Nigeria will be able to do well. They're not just going to make the numbers. In fact, according to him, this set of girls are probably better than the last one that won the FIBA Women Basketball Championship last year. So let's see how it goes. And hopefully, the girls are talking tough as well. Evelyn Akato, Ezine, they're all talking tough. Hopefully, when the last players are being chosen, the 12 of them, I will be able to have, you know, a very good team that can make Nigeria and, of course, Africa proud at the World Cup in Spain.
It's one more question before I give our viewers opportunity to listen to the coach talk for the first time, and also to the, like a press conference sort of, and also some players. Ezine spoke and Antonia. Let me ask you, the change of coach under a short while, will it affect the players?
Well, the truth is that it has its effect. It has its effect. Now, the effect can either be negative or positive. Now, the question should be, will it affect the team negatively or positively? In some cases, it does both ways. It's a good thing that this is pretty much weeks to the competition, but you know, for a team that a coach that qualified the team and knows the team and knows how the team play. In fact, pretty much the World Cups in the women level, FIBA World Cup that Nigeria has participated, Sam Vincent has always qualified Nigeria for the World Cup that Nigeria has participated so far. So I mean, a new coach coming in to, you know, tinker the team, it affects bringing it to let me digress a bit to football. You know what happened to Spain on the eve of the World Cup in Russia when the coach Julian Lubitigo was removed, and of course the other guy who was the director came in, Nigeria came in. Of course, it affected the team. Yeah, they got to the second round, it affected the team negatively. Let's hope it's not going to happen this time around.
Definitely not.
Let's hope that all the crises have been resolved, and let's hope that we'll go to the World Cup and this will spur the team to greatness.
Yet, if there's any good time in the history of Nigerian Basketball Federation, it is now. If there's any good time, we expect the best. It is now. Let's hear what the coach of the Integres have to say. And also, we spoke to Antonia and Nzeni Kalu. And after that, we're going on a quick break. When we come back, several issues that we need to debate on.
You do what you can to rehearse making adjustments. And it's hard to assimilate that type of environment. So any opportunity you get, you use it. And this is one way we can use to prepare ourselves. Everybody in the field is tough. We're going to play everybody the same, as though it's our last game. So we're getting prepared, and to success, you got to go through a lot of failure. And we're fighting through that. You don't walk into a fight with a gunfight with a knife. You can't have knife confidence in a gunfight. Come on now. So we're walking into a real battle, and we're gonna help people understand that Nigeria ain't nobody to look past, and we're preparing. This is pure basketball for me. I just want to win. I'm a winner. And I associate myself with winners. And Nigeria has the making of being big-time winners through the years. And we want to make a statement where, from this point on, when you prepare for Nigeria, you better get your hard hat and your lunch pail and get ready, because you're going to be in a fight.
It's been tough. It's been a little hot. It's been trying, but we're overcoming obstacles every day, and I think our team is a fighting team, and so we're getting ready to do something special. I'm really motivated. I mean, it's a big stage for Nigeria to be on. We haven't been back there in a very long time, so I know we're going to represent our country very well and go out there and give it our best shot. I just expect our team to come out here, work hard every day, lace up their shoes, and put on our jerseys, sweat, blood, and tears, and just give it our best shot.
The atmosphere has been very intense. I mean, we just got to make sure we stay focused and prepare, keep on competing, push each other, and just get ready for the World Cup. Turkish team is a very good team. Australia is a really good team. Argentina is a really good team. We're definitely in a tough group, but I think we can match up with everyone and compete. I look forward to us competing. I look forward to us, doing great things. I look forward to us, creating a platform for ourselves, and I definitely look forward to us being on that podium.
Welcome back. Interesting moment, and we could hope that the ladies will do better than what they've done in the previous, and hoping they could get away from the group stage where we have Australia, we have Argentina in that particular, and not forgetting Turkey. Away from this, if there's any story trending in the lips of club administrators right now, it has to be the very fact that Nigerian Professional Football League is yet to resume after the World Cup break. A lot of people have been saying that we are not supposed to go on break. Some said we are supposed to go on break because FIFA asks every league in the world to be on break during that period of time. But right now, after the World Cup, we are yet to resume. There's been so much going on about the rejection of the time stipulated September 2nd. Some say there's no rejection, some say there's a rejection, but what we know is that Nigerian Professional Football League is yet to resume after the World Cup. As we speak right now, meetings are going on as to whether they should accept the LMC date for September 2nd or not. Cosmos Chukwemeka, your opinion on this?
Well, very unfortunate that the Nigeria Professional Football League, first of all, went on a break during that World Cup period, because as far as I'm concerned, there was no need for them to go on a break. But then it happened, and of course, coming back, the crisis that has engulfed Nigerian football, and the fact that there's a bit of an impasse, a bit of a temporary settlement, and right now the league is not resuming, or the league hasn't resumed. The fact that there's a deadline from CAF for the representatives of the country in the CAF competition. Deadline is October 15th. Now, league matches are supposed to commence. If the league matches commence by September 2nd, hypothetically, it's going to be very difficult for it to end by October 15th. Now, by October 15th is a deadline. Now, they're looking at, okay, maybe extending it to probably the 28th of October. It's even if they play twice a week, matches twice a week, traveling and all that, is not going to be so. So from what we hear, because we know that right now the Club Owners Association are meeting with the league management companies, the owners of the Nigeria Professional Football League, to find a way around these things. Now, some of the solution that has been meted out is the fact that, okay, maybe end the league as it is like this. Lobby Stars are already on top anyway, so let them go for the CAF Champions League during this period, play the ITO Cup and, get it to its logical conclusion. Then, of course, there will not be any sort of relegation. Then the 4 teams that would come from the Nigeria National League join in, make it a 24 team. That is what people are saying. I'm not saying that is what it is. Make it a 24 team. Then probably start an abridged league sometimes in maybe December, and abridged league 12-12. You get what I'm trying to say. And from there, 6 will be relegated to make sure that they meet up, because CAF wants to make sure that they have a calendar that is synonymous with the European calendar, because of course of the African Cup of Nations and all. So now you have something like that. There'll be some sort of a solution. There won't be any relegation. Then they will start another league, but then it's going to be an abridged league, not a all-round year kind of league. But then now the question is, you're telling Lobby Stars to go. Now, some club owners will think, but my club, Aqua United, that's probably second, will think my club can actually, surpass Lobby Stars if we play all of our matches. We have our chances as well. You're telling some teams to go on relegation, and they will tell you that we still have a chance to be in this league. So it's a whole lot of crisis. Yeah. It's a whole lot of crisis. So for me, I feel that if you ask me my solution, I'll tell you that, okay, fine, end the league as it is, but no relegation. And, afterwards, try as much as possible to end this league by April or May next year, to get that calendar, CAF calendar, synonymous to the UEFA calendar.
Yes, thank you very much, Cosmos, on that. And we can only hope that perhaps after the meeting going on right now, they should have a date. A lot of people are eager to go back to the stadium and watch Nigerian Professional Football League. And if it ends up in favor of Lobby Stars, good luck to Lobby Stars. Yet, away from issues that has to do with Nigerian Professional Football League, we look at the Lagos City Marathon. The registration just will start September 3rd.
Okay.
And we expect a lot of people to register. That's talking about athletes to register. What's your opinion in a short note on 2019 Lagos City Marathon?
The Lagos City Marathon have come to stay as one of the, biggest marathon event in the world, not just West Africa, in the world. Of course, some months ago, they were given the bronze label tag, and that shows that they're doing something serious. Of course, can compete with some of the best marathons in the world. So certainly you're going to see the biggest athletes right here. From September 3rd, everybody will be jostling together, and you know that the prize money is big. So everybody will be jostling together. Every athlete in the world will be jostling together to get this. So it's a good thing, and hopefully sometimes in February, I think February 9th or 10th of 2019, is going to be huge. It's going to be massive. It's going to be great. So the best of the athletes will be here, and the guys that are organizing these in conjunction with the Lagos State government, and of course the lots of sponsors that they have is going to be on television, I know, and yes, we're going to be seeing the best of them. But the registration will commence September 3rd, and we hope that the best of the athletes, those from Kenya, those from other parts of the world will be in Nigeria to give Nigerians a run for their money. And I hope that Nigeria this time around should be on the podium, not just the best Nigerian, but should be on the podium.
So.
Hopefully, the trainings should commence. Athletic Federation of Nigeria and whoever should train Nigerian athletes very well to make sure that we have one or maybe two of them to be on the podium.
Yes, and we hope so. That will be a dream come true. That's away from athletics marathon. We look at the Badminton Federation have channeled a new way to make sure stakeholders in badminton knows the way forward. And this coming from the president of Badminton Federation, Mr. Francis Obi, who said there will be a geographical town meeting. And this is almost like the first of its kind we are hearing. A sport in Nigeria is organizing a geographical town meeting. I'm sorry for Lagos. We expect that the geographical for Southwest, the meeting for Southwest should be in Lagos. But fortunately for the people from Ibadan, it's going to be in Ibadan. But what should we be expecting? That there's going to be a geographical town meeting for badminton. That is taking badminton to the grassroots.
Well, that has always been the dream of Mr. Francis Obi, who is the president of the Badminton Federation of Nigeria. Taking the sport to the grassroots, developing, people in the grassroots in the sport. And if you look at it, you see the Nigerian, badminton players right now, many of them from Dorcas Adesokon, who is, of course, Africans #1, and other ones as well. They're pretty young in school and all that. So he wants to make sure that that the federation wants to make sure that they catch them at the grassroots. And one of the ways is, to engage these people at the grassroots, and that is ends the need for this geographical town hall meeting. With people in the grassroots, and talking to them on the importance of badminton and what it does to, of course, the politics. So it's a good thing that the Badminton Federation of Nigeria are trying as much as possible to do well on that. And I say give them kudos. Yeah, it's going to be in Ibadan. Badminton is big in Lagos, but so let's take it to Ibadan.
Yeah, that's the idea behind it.
So that's the idea behind this, and I think it's a good one.
As we speak now, we know that there's a meeting, there's a game going on in Katsina where
the national, I think there's a national competition in Katsina.
Yeah.
Of course, we've seen some of the big stars right there in Katsina, doing what they know how to do best. Not quite long ago, they finished, of course, the Lagos International Badminton Classic, and they're trying as much as possible to, the competitions, not just one competition. They've done an international competition. They are doing a national competition. They are international competition that they'll be going for, and that is from the national competition, of course, in Katsina, that they will pick the pool of many of the players that the federation will probably be sending off to this competition. So I think I like the fact that they're engaging the young ones, they're engaging the athletes, the players, and certainly is a good thing for them.
We can only hope that other states will embrace badminton just the way Lagos is like the hub of badminton in Nigeria. Games going on in Katsina right now. We know that in towns meeting, we'll be hearing so much people that never knew there's a sport called badminton when it gets to the grassroots. A big thank you to you, Cosmos Chukwemeka.
Yeah, thank you
for being part of the show.
Thank you,
We hope when we call you next time.
Yeah, hopefully, no problem.
Thank you very much.
All right.
This is what we call a wrap today on the show, on this particular edition. I want to say a big thank you to our viewers out there. Let's don't forget to watch us on our Facebook page and also on all our social media page to get what you need to know in the world of sport. Yes, and we do this before I round it up. Wherever you're watching us, try and tell us from what part of the world you're watching us. A big thank you for those watching us from Turkey, from those watching us from Costa Rica, and not forgetting very close neighbor Ghana here for watching us. I cannot but name the list of all viewers watching us from different parts of the world. And that's why we are TV360, and this is bringing you 360 Sport. Thank you very much. Same time, we definitely have to be in key with you. And from me to you, enjoy the rest of your day.